What's up guys, TC here, and welcome back to Starbound Nightly. So today we have a lot of really cool stuff to look at, so let's jump right into things. So if we hop down here to the bottom, first thing you'll see here are the long-awaited fossils, and they are still not entirely implemented, and I don't think this is all of them obviously, but we have some different fossil stands here. We even have a little fossil station, and this is where you're going to craft your different stands, small, medium, large stands. I'm not quite sure what the difference between the large and the medium. These are actually, this is a large and this is a medium stand. Or at least that's how it was. And this is a small stand here. So I'm assuming we're going to get some kind of bigger fossils, but as you see here, this is a human fossil, like a full skeleton, an avian one. This is a helix, praise him. And this is also a trilobite here. I'm not quite sure how they're going to implement it, but yes, so the fossils are going to be in the game some point before 1.0. So moving on, we have a brand new biome that's going to be in the game for the scorched planets. And it's called a scorched city biome. And I think it's not implemented in the game. The assets are in there, but the actual biome is not in there yet. So what I have is I'm going to show you these different assets, and then when they actually pop up in a real biome, we'll go check that out one day. So as you see here, we have like Scorched City chair, a Scorched City broken chair, broken bed. We have these Scorched City containers and chests. We have a, let's see, what is it? TV, a fridge, a broken TV, and just a normal bed. So yeah, it's really cool. There's also some telephone poles, stuff like that, like broken ones, that are kind of buggy. Like when you place them, you can't break them. So I didn't bother putting them out here. I didn't want to like get anything permanently stuck here. But I'm sure those will be fixed in no time. Moving on, you'll see something really weird up here. This little blue thing here is actually a one-way boss door. Now I don't think we're gonna be able to get our hands on it. I think it's just for boss missions. But as you can see, if you walk into it, it just kind of forces you through, and you can't go back through it. And it's not something you can shoot through either. So. Yeah, it's an actual door. One of the big things that's coming up is the new inspection mode. Now this is what I was telling you how you could, we're going to be able to scan stuff in the future, and I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work, like what's going to determine what is and is not scannable, because right now, it technically tells you everything is scannable, but all you really do is, so as you remember the old inspection mode's here, so now if you just hit in to inspect, it puts this overlay on your screen here, and so anything that's highlighted red, you've already scanned, so you can already craft. Now I've already clicked this just to see if it would work, but as you can see down here, there's all this stuff down here, and I'm not sure, like, again, I don't know if, like, so if you left click it, it'll tell you what it is and it'll highlight it red, right? So you would infer that maybe this means that you can 3D print some of this stuff, and I'm not quite sure what's going to determine if you can or cannot 3D print it, but that's how we're going to see. If you go to a village and you find a bunch of stuff that you can't normally craft, that's how you're going to get it, how you're going to be able to 3D print it. So now you don't have to pillage any kind of villages and towns you come across. You can just scan everything on the fly. So moving on to the very last bit here, and this is the super fun part, the part I'm really excited to show you guys, is they finally started working on the pet system and revamping it. So as you see, we actually have two individual stations here. This is the creature lab. This is where you capture or craft your capture pods, and they're now their new recipe is 3 Durasteel bars and a diamond. And here is a healing station. Now they have been already, they're not even finished, they've already been like entirely reworked. So as you guys probably remember, very annoyingly, if you throw them and you miss, they go away. Now, if you miss, you get them right back. So that's, first off, a huge improvement, because it used to be like really easy to miss them, and so now you don't have to worry about that. Second of all, you can capture pretty much any monster you encounter, with only a few exceptions. So just to give him some examples of ones I've caught, here we have a Lumoth, and this one's actually really good, because he can phase through matter, he flies, and he glows. And he also attacks mobs, so really good for exploration. And as you can see, they'll just follow you around. They'll kind of explore a little bit on their own, but they'll stay around you for the most part. And if you want to recall them, just left click, and they pop back in. So another one we have here, this is a random walking one I picked up. And these guys are pretty cool. They'll follow you around, or at least they should. There you go. See, he'll come down to me. And yeah, like some of them are a little better for exploration than others. And if you try to have more than one out at a time, then it'll recall the first one. So if we try to switch to a new one, it'll suck him back and put the new one out. And this is a little drone that you can find. He just kind of hovers around you, very quick. He'll stick by your side and stuff. And again, this is not anywhere near all of them. You can catch pretty much any monster you encounter for the most part. Up next we have, this is a random flying one I found. This one's really cool. He shoots like blue flames. It's really cool. Here we have, this is one of the Scandroid robots. This is one of those things you find on those military bases. So this means you can, like, pretty much anything you find, like those little Roomba vacuums you can find there, you can capture those. So yeah. And the last one here, surprisingly, you can even catch fish. So pretty much anything you encounter, you can get it. So that's what I have for you guys today. It's really I'm super excited to see what else they do with this stuff here, because so this little thing here, one thing is if your pet takes too much damage, he'll actually die. He'll pop back in his container and you can't pull him out again until you visit this container here. And all you do is say he's hurt, put him in here, click heal, and it sends him over and he's healed. So essentially you want to keep your pets safe, and if something happens to them, you can always revive them that way. One other thing I'm going to include, I'm not sure if it's going to stay in the game, but they've introduced crafting times, and they have shown that they're a little bit hesitant if they want it. It's kind of like a test feature. So an example of this is like, so I want to craft wooden planks. It used to be you just click it and it crafts it, right? So here I have 5. If I click this, you're going to see it's going to go through a little system here. It takes time to craft them. So we craft 10. Instead of just giving us 10, it actually has to craft all 10 of them. I don't personally like it because it just kind of seems like it's adding like just wait time for no reason. So I don't think it'll stay, but I wanted to show you guys anyways, just so I could, show it off. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.